Guess who's back, 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 back again, again, again. She is back, back, back. Tell her friend. Okay, let's start serious. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Christina and Lily. I'm back. I know it's been a while, and I know I said that in my last video, and I know I said that in the video before that. I know. I don't want to hear it. I don't
want to hear this. I don't.
Honestly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I know I haven't been consistent, but I've started a new chapter now. Let me see how I go first. But make sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to like, leave a comment, share.
Turn on post notifications.
Okay, she knows it better than I do, and I'm the YouTuber. Turn on post. Yeah, and make sure you share it with a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend, and all that jazz. But I decided to change. I've decided to change things up a bit, so I've decided to do a Q&A instead of just talking, because I'm just tired of talking. So I'm gonna do a Q&A style. I'm gonna call it a Christmas special, even though it has nothing to do with Christmas, but we're gonna do a Q&A style. So I got my sister in the back.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Yeah. So I've got my sister in the back. She's gonna be asking a few questions. I'm going to time myself. I'm thinking 12 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. What do you think? 12, 10? I want to be edgy and go for 12.
Go for 12.
We're gonna go for 12. She nearly knocked down the whole setup. She nearly locked off the whole thing. Lock off the whole thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a quick Q&A. Let me just quickly explain. So consistency hasn't been quite there yet. I haven't mastered the art of consistency. That's partly because I'm at home at the moment. I'm back in London, so I have the time to do this. Back in Nottingham, it's a whole different story, but obviously, hopefully, when I answer these questions, I should be able to kind of explain myself a bit, hopefully. But without further ado, so let's start with the questions.
So your 12 minutes starts now. Okay, what course do you do at uni?
So I do industrial economics, which is basically economics, but a bit less of the maths and a bit more businessy.
How does it differ from A level?
You know what? Just pause the timer. Stop the timer.
Already.
Pause the whole thing.
Already.
Pause the whole thing.
Pause this whole thing right now. Pause this whole thing right now. Pause this whole thing right now.
Wait. All you older students, olders, that told me that first year is easier than A level, you all lied to me. Why did you lie? You lied to me. Oh my gosh, it's actually not. I don't know if it's because it's virtual or because it's virtual or just generally. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely harder than A level. I think maybe because, like, for example, with my course, I have pre-recorded lectures, which is like the main content. Then I have live lecture engagement sessions, which is like I don't even know what the live lecture engagement, that's where you go through activities, ask any questions. Then you have drop-in sessions, which are optional, but still, like, if you want to know what you're doing, sometimes it's good to kind of, you know, go. Then you have seminars, you have group works, and it's just a lot. I feel sorry for you guys that do STEM or like a humanities subject, or what are the other one? Pharmacy. Oh my god, I know a lot of people that do pharmacy and they are really going through it. But yeah, no, it's a lot.
One good thing and one bad thing about uni.
One good thing is the people I've met. I've met some really nice people since being at university. And one not so good thing, probably the workload.
That's another question as well. What's the workload like?
What's the workload like? I think I think in person, yeah, there's an element of time. So when you go somewhere, you know it's going to be an hour. So you go there, then they go through the content, over. Whereas when it's virtual, they're like uploading lectures according to how long it takes them to say the topic. So you could have like one topic, but there's like 10 lectures for that one topic, and you're thinking, like, I'm sure this is a tad longer than what it would be like in person. But other than that, yeah, it would have to be the workload.
What was it like going from London to Notts? Was it harder than expected?
Commercially, there's a lot more in London, obviously, but I think socially, people in Nottingham, I just find them so friendly. They're so lovely. You'll go into McDonald's and they'll be like, "Hi, love." I'm just like, wow, they speak to me. Or, you know, they're so pleasant. If you're lost, which I get a lot, I get lost a lot, they're willing to give directions. In London, the way people walk...
Oh my god. You know, I realised I didn't put the timer back on. Because you told me to pause it.
Oh yeah, true. That's my fault though. just
okay, yeah, it means you guys get more time.
You get more time on me. Yeah, the way people will just rush past you when you ask questions.
What did you expect the first year to be like? How was it?
People told me in first year that there was going to be events, there was going to be interactions, that there was going to be fun times. There was none of that. No, I'm sure. There were fun times, but obviously Nottingham being in tier 3, it is very difficult. And in a way, I'm kind of glad that I did leave home, because at least I had that element of a bit of interaction. I know some people that stayed at home don't get any interaction at all. So I should really count my blessings, but yeah.
What do you think people are mentally... Oh my god, do you think people are mentally prepared to go to uni? That's a good question.
Mentally prepared, I think some people aren't. I don't think some people are. I think if you're asking mentally, I don't think some people are ready, because I think when you're going to university, you're moving to a whole different city, you're living your own independent life, you have to do things for yourself, you have to balance your workload, you have to balance like looking after yourself, balance your social life, that's a lot of balance. That's
balance bank account balance everywhere you go, the balance even your girlfriend's balance the balance
there's a lot of balance. So I don't think some people are prepared. I think some people struggle a bit, but I think it's even worse when you don't really tell people that you're struggling, because then it just spirals, it gets out of control. I think with me, because the way my personality is, I quite like my space and my independence anyway. So I think for me, it was less of a mental strain. But some people, I think because they're so used to being with other people, relying on other people, it can be a lot, I think, mentally.
What advice would you give to other students who are trying to meet more people in a pandemic?
That's a good question. You know what? I'm gonna say the opposite. Everyone's always like, go out there, go to everything, see everyone, do everything. Like, I'm gonna say the complete opposite. For me, I'm more like, it's not by force. Like, it's not by force. Like, sometimes I'll look at things and I'll be like, yeah, I'll get involved in that. That seems fun. That seems like I'll be able to meet some people, get to know different places and stuff like that. Some things I'll look at and I'll think, no.
Say absolutely categorically no.
Okay.
It's a no from me.
It's a no from me.
I'm not. So sometimes, like, being able to pick and choose what it is I should go to, what it is I shouldn't. Don't feel like you have to go everywhere, because I'm telling you, it's just socially draining going to everything, getting no sleep. Nah, it's not by force, honestly.
What was it like coming back at the end of the term? So like seeing your family?
Oh, what, like seeing you?
Mm-hmm.
Bring me back. No.
You're so rude.
I'm joking. Nah, it was really nice seeing everyone, seeing how things have changed. Moving from Nottingham to London it's kind of different, especially when you go from living by yourself to living with people. It can take adjustment. I personally enjoyed it. I know some people didn't. Like, I came home and just the fact that I didn't have to cook for myself, I saw all the food and I was like, wow, I don't have to cook or pay for any of this. It was like greens,
Greens,
potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, You name it.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits. You name it!
That was all of that, and I was so happy. But I know some people went home and they'll like bring me back. Like they love that element of independence and just being away from. I was gonna say parents, but you know, obviously never that. Just being away from home.
How have you found the course so far?
It's been all. I think some of the content I enjoy. Obviously it's like the first set of modules, so some of it's shared with like other people, so it's not really specialized at the moment. So far I'm really enjoying it, but I just think the amount that we have to do, my goodness, it's just, apart from that though, I do like my course.
In your opinion, was it easy interacting with people?
For me personally,
Yeah.
it was, I didn't find it too hard. Like when I wanted to interact with people, I found that I could. Obviously with tier 3 it's difficult because you have less places to go, so you have less people to meet, but in terms of the people that I did come across and the people that I did want to interact with, I found that it wasn't too hard. Even when I think about like the people that I know now, a lot of them I didn't even meet through conventional ways. I met some people through like work group work. Some people I met from going to an event and speaking to them once. Like some people I met just from like being in a laundry room, or like, I don't know, just so happened to be in the same building or kitchen or whatever. Like, yeah, so I don't find it too difficult, but I know some people may find it a bit difficult. But yeah.
How do you maintain your spiritual life at uni?
Oh, that's a good question. So for those that don't know, I am a Christian, so I do have a faith. I'd say obviously there are things like Christians will do, like making sure you're keeping in touch with God. What is this? Like keeping in touch with God. Making sure that you're, you know, keeping on top of things in terms of like scriptures, prayer, all of that. But I think in terms of if you don't have a faith, the best thing that I would say that I do is just keeping peace like within yourself. Knowing who you are is really important, because when you go to uni and there's so many different types of people, it's so easy just to change like that. Some people will think, I would never have done this if I was back home. So it's just being able to like separate yourself from things and be like, okay, that is not me, that is not like me, that is not something I would do. So being able to find peace within who you are, your own identity. Wow, that was deep. That's deep. Yeah, go on.
Now that it's a pandemic, how have you kept yourself busy?
Before, while we were in the pandemic, I was doing, I think I mentioned it in my previous video, I was doing a lot of games nights, movie nights. Like I was going, well, back then it was tier 2, so you could kind of go to like restaurants and stuff. Now that it's tier 3, you're just kind of having to socialize as best you can with the people that you are surrounded with. But obviously this time is not going to last forever, so just kind of dealing I was gonna say dealing with it, like just remove.
Why did you pick Nottingham University?
Oh, I think I also mentioned this in a previous video as well. The massive A-level loophole messed me up completely, and it was a long journey. It was a long process, but I ended up getting into Uni of Nottingham. I remember going to the open evening actually, and I absolutely loved it. Like I fell in love with the university. And it was the same entry requirements as my other university choice, which was Loughborough. So it was either Loughborough or Nottingham. Glad I got into Nottingham. This girl, she has one job. One job.
What was your birthday like?
Oh, my birthday! Oh my god, it was so good. So my flatmates decorated like this really nice layout for me. I don't know if I've got a video of it actually. I'm gonna see if I do and then insert it if I do, but it was really nice. And my friend tried telling me that that she was gonna make me breakfast and then she came back and was like, yeah, no, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Okay, I guess I'm gonna starve. And then in the end, yeah, I went in there and it was so nice. It was so beautiful. And the text messages, posts, just loved it all. Thank you.
Was it weird not being home?
At first it was. First like month, I would say, first few weeks, it was definitely weird. But then once I got used to it, not really. I was keeping in contact with my family regularly, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah.
How do you budget your money?
I don't. No, I'm joking. I do budget my money, but I think it just depends on how I'm feeling and what I'm doing at the time. If I'm away from my accommodation, I tend to spend a bit more just because like food and stuff, lunch. But if I have time to prepare stuff beforehand, then I won't be spending that much. Also not spending on stuff that you just know you don't need, but then also remembering to treat yourself occasionally, because you're not prison, you can treat yourself. But yeah, just balancing it out.
Link into that, how much do you spend in a week?
Ooh, I don't actually know. I should probably calculate that.
You should.
Going into my next term, I'll calculate that. And even with because I worked while I was at A level, I still had that disposable income, so having that kind of helped me as well. Okay, so I think that's all the questions done. Is it all the questions done?
Yep.
That's all the questions done. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried to do a different style just because I thought if I sit here and just talk and talk and talk, it will be like, ugh. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I guess that's it. Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay, what's that TikTok again? Oh,
Rebecca.
oh yeah. That's not the TikTok.
To dance, and then I can play the song in it.
How am I gonna dance if there's no
What
music?
you were doing? Welcome to Christina Unlimited. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you get notified every single time I get every single time I post a new video.